A few months ago, I started an OnlyFans agency from scratch and made 30K by third month without money, without fame, without contacts, anything. So the first thing I will do is to show you the results so you can see it's not bullshit, because there's a lot of guys on the internet talking bullshit about how much money they make. So yeah, here is the start. First day, this is the second month already, December, because the first month we made $0. So this is basically December. So you can see our results, and here we start at the end of December, seeing any results at all. Yeah, first month, second month, 3K, and this is basically 1st February, and here's our 31K generated. The first thing I want to do is to basically show you who am I, why you should listen to me, why you why you mark talking about making money and all that stuff. So yeah, here's me in Spanish television talking about my business. I'm owner of No Solo Fans. It's the biggest, I would say one of the biggest agencies, OnlyFans agencies in the world, and the biggest in Spain, 100%. So here's me basically on national television in Spain talking about my business. Here's an article about myself 2-3 years ago. I was making 500K a month, and here are some podcasts just for some social proof. At the moment, we are making around 1.2 to 1.5 million a month for the last year at least, maybe a little bit more with the main agency, and now I started a second one. I will be talking about my second agency, the one I showed you now, in the next video, so just keep in touch and all that stuff, just for you to understand why I'm making this. And here are some results basically from this agency. So we scaled Karen from nearly zero, well, not nearly, exactly zero to 11K per month. And this is our main model basically. Yeah, this is our main models in this agency, and you can see it's my name. It's not No Solo Fans, it's my name, so it's my second agency. Yeah. So in this video, I will show you how I made this, how I made it from scratch, from 0 to 30K in 3 months. And you have to understand one thing: I'm Mark Rahilkin. You are not Mark Rahilkin, so probably you won't make 30K, but you can make 3K. Yeah. So I will show you the structure. I don't have anything to sell you, so I will just show you everything. So why did I do it? Yeah, so, the first thing is basically to see if it works. It still works, starting from scratch, without contact, without fame, without money. I didn't use anything. The second part is my agency, my main agency, the one we're making big money. I'm only 33% owner of the equity. And I want, basically because of legal disputes and all that stuff, I want something that is 100% mine. And I think I can grow a business much more than with my partners there. So the difference between making money and scaling a business. Here's another thing we'll be talking now here. Because it's not the same to make money as to scale a business. Make money on OnlyFans, you can just basically sign one creator and just do all the job by yourself and take your 50% home. This is making money. Start scaling a business is basically developing a structure from zero where you have your employees, and your employees make all the job for you, all the work for you, and you educate your employees, and from there you start growing your business. It's like you need the the fundamentals to grow your business, and the employees are what employees are business basically. So the rules are no contacts, no money, no fame, or my brand. Because for the ones of you what don't know me, I'm Mark Rahilkin. You can basically search me on the internet and you will see why I'm talking about no contacts and no brand and no money. Yeah. So first step to build your agency, or my agency in this case, I will show you basically by my own experience, is to building a strong foundation. So you need to sign and educate a great team. You have to understand one thing: OnlyFans management is a pretty new business, a new business model. Yeah, so there are no universities that basically teach you how to chat with fans or teach you how to market your models. Yeah, you have to learn it by yourself and then educate a team around it. So in this case, where to find your team? You can find friends, you can find family. There are some Telegram groups, Facebook groups where you can find your team. And in my case, I had a big list of people who are willing to work with me. So I just said, well, who is looking for a job? Me, I'm looking for a job. I didn't even watch the interviews. I just said, I can build my agency. It doesn't matter the type of people. I will educate everybody. And I never give up on people. So even if you are stupid, I will probably make money using you and make money for you. So, what's the motivation to work with you and the company mentality? You have to understand one thing. Why would your friends and family work with you? You have to know you're starting without money, yeah, without contacts, without anything. Why would they work with you? So, the motivation to work with you can be money, which is wages and equity. In this case, you cannot pay wages because you have no money. You should give equity away, or recognition. In this case, recognition, by recognition, I mean, well, you will be the director of a company, you will be the CEO, whatever, yeah, that's recognition. In my case, the motivation was to participate in Mark Rahilkin project, and I promised them to make money in the future, yeah, once the project starts developing, I will start paying them wages. I mean, I could pay wages from my own pocket, but there's no point. The challenge is to make money without having money. Yeah. So another part is to sign 2x2. What I mean by signing 2x2, you have to understand one thing. Employees will always leave, but you don't want to educate twice or three times on the same topic with people. Yeah. So sign 2x2. If you need, in my case, I needed 2 marketing directors and 2 chatting directors and an editor. So if I don't want to educate 3-4 times the same thing, I always sign 2x2. Keep it in mind that maybe one of them will leave after 1 week or 2 weeks of works, which is exactly what happened. I educated 2 chatters for the director role, and one of them left after 1 week. So basically, the other one I signed another person, and the other one educated that person. I didn't have to lose my time on educating that person. Yeah, so always sign 2x2. Here is how to basically, once you have your team, you have to educate them. Yeah, so how to educate your team? You must know how to do everything and have it done. Have done it. Theory, pros, practice. Yeah, because a lot of people buy a course, for example, a course on OnlyFans. And I had experience with people that said, well, I bought a course, I signed some employees, I made my employees watch the course, and then my agency is not working. It's not working because you have to educate it yourself. And to educate them yourself, you have to know everything, at least at the start of your business. You have to be the expert on everything. In my case, I'm the expert on chatting, I'm the expert on marketing, I'm the expert of everything, model, contacted sales, setting, whatever, yeah? You should be expert in everything so you can educate your team on that topic. I always use Dan Mattel's method, the one he shows on, well, he's talking about in his book, Buy Back Your Time, which is a perfect book. I would recommend you all to read this book. When you have already some established business and you want to scale it and delegate and all that stuff, this is a great book to start with. So, I changed a little bit his method, but it's still quite good. So the first thing you have to do to educate your team is to write down all the work. Yeah, you have a job, for example, marketing. Yeah, you have to write everything they have to do, like everything, every little point, everything. Write it down. Second thing, record myself doing it in orderly manner and with several examples. Yeah, I have to record myself doing that job and then give them examples so they can know how to do it with different girls. Yeah, because one model is one type of model, the other is another niche, completely different niche. So I prefer to educate them this way. Yeah, so I write it down, then I show them how to do it, and they make a to-do list to ensure everything gets done. That's the 3 parts of my education system for my team. So write down the task, show how to do that task, and then write down the to-dos for that task. This way, they have no excuses to not making the job right. So here's my basically drive, where I educate it and show off everything. And then after that, you have to work side by side with your people, with your team, to improve your education, your educating system. Because once your education system is in place, once it's perfect, you can basically sign a lot of people, a lot of new employees, and they will be educated from the moment zero, from the start. That's a perfect way to do it if you have a perfect system. So work side by side with them. There will be 100% things left to record, things left that they don't understand. So you will basically be improving your education system. And the goal is basically to have a perfect system, so you can sign someone and leave him there educating by himself, and then just a small mentorship and he's ready to go. Then the goal is for your managers to be better than you in their fields. So as I said, I signed 2 by 2. I signed 2 managers for marketing. I signed 2 managers for chatting. So I educated all of them, and then my goal is for them to be better than me. This will take time, but at the end of the day, if the managers are hardworking, if the managers are looking to be great on this field, they will start educating themselves by just watching content on the YouTube, reading, blah, 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 blah. They have, because you have a lot of things to do as a CEO, or as an owner. You have to manage, you have to learn a lot of things, you have to solve the problems. They have only one thing to do. In this case, it's chatting and managing a team under them. So why wouldn't they educate, And get your team to sign employees. That's another goal we have, So here is an organizational pyramid, Imagine, here is your team, here is you, here are your managers. Your managers should sign people under them, and that people should be signing people under them. That's how basically business works, Every person can be managing a low amount of people behind them, under them, sorry. If you sign a programmer, they most likely have more friends like them. People get along with people of the same type. What I mean with that, if you sign a person interested in marketing and you basically educated him to be your marketing director, he's probably in touch with people that think the same way as him, that have the same abilities as him. So probably he will sign better employees under him than you. So you have to understand, if a person is a chatter, he probably already had experience in chatting. In my case, my managers had experience in chatting, so they had a team of people they've been working with for the last few years, and they took people from that team, educated them on my strategy, and made the job for myself. So that's our structure. That's the structure, a strong foundation for us to build on our agency. That's very important, because remember, I'm scaling a business. I'm not making money. I'm scaling a business. I'm looking long term here. So then, once we have our foundation, I will explain you briefly our process, to basically scale our agency. The first thing we will have to do as an OnlyFans agency is to sign our first OnlyFans model. So in my case, my OnlyFans model, I have my own acquisition method, which is Facebook ads, or basically between friends, referrals. In this case, as you can see, this is how it starts. I have 0.01 euro per click on my ads, and I will show you an example of the ad basically that we have. So it's one of our models showing the results here working without us, here working with us. So this is basically our ad system. I just post the ad and sign my first model. In this case, the model was Karen. And for you to see, I even have my results here, so I can show you that it's not bullshit. Karen. Here's Karen. Because a lot of people think it's bullshit. Yeah, I can just show some. Yeah, this is Karen, as you can see. This is now. This is how we started. Here's last month 12K. And this month we're going for 7.4K. So yeah, this is our signing system. I signed my first model. Then, after signing the model, we have to understand one thing. Yeah, we need in OnlyFans we need traffic and we need sales. Yeah, we need to bring traffic. In this case, we bring traffic from Instagram, but you have to understand that every method mastered works. What I mean by that? A lot of people, a lot of agencies basically jump from marketing method to marketing method. Every marketing method works, like Reddit, dating apps, social media, SFS. Every marketing method works, but you have to be the best in that method of marketing. So it takes time to become the best in that method. Yeah. So if you try one for 1 month, it doesn't mean that it's scam if you made no money. It basically means that you're bad at it. So you have to accept your ego and you have to understand that I have to become great. In my case, I built this agency on the method of social media, yeah, on building communities. I think that's the best method that you can use. So this is the model, Karen. That's the stats now. I think she's at 60K followers or 70K followers now. At the day I'm basically showing the video. So the first thing, this is step by step, yeah, of how we implement our marketing method. The first thing we do is meeting with the model and choosing a niche. Yeah, we basically meet the model, ask her for the things she does in her life. In this case, Karen had a cafeteria and she serves cafes and all that stuff, and she's an entrepreneur. So we basically selected for her the niche of cafeteria. And then we have to select 5 content formats for this niche. Yeah, basically what it takes is basically we need 5 content formats to see which one of them works the best for the content she makes. Yeah, she makes. Then we created the accounts, the social media accounts, 6 weeks of content with these 5 content formats, and then after the second month she started growing up. That was really good. We had a little bit of luck being real. Normally it takes a little bit more, but once you have a proper strategy, it's basically following the strategies, following the path to success. And one more thing I would suggest you, if you're an agency, is to call the model during recording. Because the model normally is not a content creator. You want to transform the model to a content creator. You want to make her the best content creator in her niche. And by calling her during the recordings, you can accelerate that process pretty hard. Yeah, it normally takes around, 2 months to make the model work by herself without having to, how it normally works, yeah? I will tell you. So you ask a model for weekly content. Yes, she sends you the weekly content. You see everything and send her some feedback on that content and how to improve it. But if you hop on a call with her during her recording, she will record the content properly for the first time. From the first time, basically. So you will educate her maybe 1-2 calls and she's ready. So you accelerate the process from 2 months to 2 weeks, probably, yeah? So that's what we did. Basically, it's just following the trap, following the fucking hell. The strategy, yeah. The strategy is working strategies. You follow the strategy, and these are I showed you before the results we had with her. As you can see, we basically started in November, 0 views and 0 followers. Now 43K and a lot of views. Yeah, after 90 days, 13 million views. That makes us around 10K a month. So marketing, we have it all structured, and now we have the chatting. Yes, chatting is basically, we have a high value strategy. We hire chatters at percentage and then educate them by mentorship. I will leave a link below so you can go and see our high value strategy. The same basically mentorship I sent to my chatters. It's free. Everything is free here because it's a lot of time to explain it. So yeah, now once we have the process made, we now have to basically scale. Yeah. I have one little one little phrase I always tell in all my businesses. It's deliver the best service. Your reputation is everything in any business. So you won't understand here because it's in Spanish, but basically a model told me that she got to know a model that works with me and she wants to start working with me. And that's a model that has 150K subs. Now she has around 250. She works with us. And yeah, we're making around 30K a month with her. But yeah, basically to sign more models, you have to deliver the best service. And that's why I'm telling you that. That's why I took my time to scale one model, to educate my team. You have to understand that my team is new in this world of OnlyFans. So I educated my team, I signed my model, I took my time, I've been scaling it step by step. And now that my team is basically working nice, now I can bring the best service. But it's very important, your reputation in every business, and especially in OnlyFans management, because every model knows every model. If you have a good agency, models will bring you more models. But if you have a bad agency, models will basically tell other models not to work with you. So you have to always deliver the best results and the best product. So that's why I took my time to sign more models. So a business is your product. A business is not marketing. A business is not your sales process. A business is your product. If you have the best product, you will have a business. The product is everything. And then after that, once we have everything done, I used my results from the first success story. So in this case is Karen, my first success story in this agency, to scale, to basically find more models. So I recorded a video with her and showing off her results, showing off everything, and tagging her. It's very important for you to tag your creator so models can ask her for advice. So yeah, here's our profile now, 63K followers. Scaling nice. And now it's basically easy, yes? Now we're making a lot of money with this, we're scaling. It's just repeating the process. The employees should educate more employees, bring more employees. And my role in here is to scale. So employees sign more employees. I sign more models. Employees deliver the service. I'm in charge of scaling and looking for new methodologies and open new departments. All the money is reinvested in the company and repeat the process infinitely because you can scale it infinitely. And here's our road to 1 million a month by this year probably. You have to understand one thing. First model, $0 made on the first month. Here's our first month working with Karen, $83 made. And everyone throws in the towel after this month. But this is basically a business, and every business takes time to develop. It's not a make money easy, fast method. So you have to understand this. After this, we started scaling. And just to resume, every OnlyFans agency should have a customer acquisition method, a traffic generation method, a sales and chatting method, and a customer retention method. So a customer acquisition method, we have it. Yeah, we have the success story and they have the Facebook ads. Yeah. And also we have my socials. A traffic generation method, we have a traffic generation method, which is social media. Sales and chatting method, I educated the best chatters now and they are great. We have our high value strategy. And a customer retention method, we retain customers but by giving great results. So here's our retention method. Deliver the best service, business is product. So From now on, everything is ready and we're just scaling. By the end of the year, probably the second agency will be at around $1 million a month. As I said, it's not that easy, but if you work your ass off, you will get it. Because it takes time to understand how it works. I come from a background of 4 years of OnlyFans experience, so I know how it works. But it will take time. You have all the links to marketing, to chatting, to how to basically sign your model and all that stuff below in the description. So don't forget to basically subscribe and like the video.